you sent me a question on the 5-2 homework, so I'm not going to do that exact problem, but I am going to do one very similar to it. So I pulled up mine, and I have a normal distribution has a mean of 4 and a standard deviation of 1. And we're going to use the 68, 95, 99.7 rule to find the percentage of values in the distribution between 4 and 6. So the first thing you have to make sure that you're doing is remember what that empirical rule or the 68, 95, 99.7 looks like. So I'm going to draw my normal curve. And remember that your mean is in the middle. And so this is mu or x bar. And then we'll have our standard deviation. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if I am 1 standard deviation below, then you can remember the rule says that within 1 standard deviation, that area is 68%. Which means, I'm going to try to write this so that you can see. So within 1 standard deviation is 68%. So then that means if I cut that in half, then 68 divided by 2 is 34%, 34%. Okay, this is not something that you have to remember each of these little pieces. You should remember 68, 95, 99.7 because then you can come up with the pieces from there. So 2 standard deviations away is 95% of the data. And within 3 standard deviations, 99.7% of the data. So if you go back to your notes, you should see where I have this all filled out for you. So we have 13.5% here, and 2.35 here, and 0.15% here. And then the same thing would be on the other side because this is symmetrical. 13.5%, 2.35%, and 0.15%. Okay, you're going to use this to help you answer the questions that you are being asked. So it says that we have a mean of 4 and a standard deviation of 1. So what I would always start out doing is just sketch what that is going to look like. So you have a mean of 4 and a standard deviation of 1. So you're going to subtract 1 each time as you move down. So this will be 3, 2, 1, and you're going to add as you go up. So 5, 6, 7. Again, this is my mean. Now we're going to find the percentage of values in the distribution between 4 and 6. So we are looking for between 4 and 6. Okay, again, thinking about this as the normal curve, I just didn't draw the whole piece. If you kind of relate this to the one where we have all of our percentages in with our empirical rule, 4 is our mean and 6 is 2 standard deviations above, so that is this section. And you'll just do 34 plus 13.5 to get your answer there. And that should be 47.5%. So here I'm going to look at another one. we have assumed that the normal distribution has a mean of 18. So each time you're going to have to write out what is the mean and what is the standard deviation. So the mean here is 18, the standard deviation is 4. Okay, so we have to fill in our pieces. Now you should be subtracting, so 18 minus 4 gives you 14. 14 minus 4 gives you 10. Oops. 10 minus 4 gives you 6. So there's my 3 standard deviations below. Now we need to go up. So you're going to do 18 plus 4 to give you 22. Add 4 to 22 and that gives you 26. And add 4 to 26 to give you your 30. Now you have the pieces you need to figure out what the percentage is going to be that lies below 10. So we're looking at this shaded region. Okay, now if you go back and think about what were those percentages, so that is at 2 standard deviations below. So this piece is 2.35% and this piece is 0.15%. So all you have to do is add 0.15 plus 2.35 to get your answer. And that gives you 2.5%. All of these problems are going to be using that same 68, 95, 99.7 rule. You just have to make sure that you are using the problem standard deviation and mean given to you.